Oh, wow. This cycle feels like it took forever to wake up to than previous ones. I wonder if it's because how many times I've been going through this. Oh, well, at least my memory of past events are still intact. Well, mostly. Or would they be future, events? Future past events. That's probably the better term for it. But what shall we do this cycle, I wonder? Oh, we still need to figure out... We know how to get to this Enter of Giants Deep, but we still need to figure out to break through the core. The only person out there that we know that has broken through the core is Feldspar, but they've disappeared. And I got a pretty good hunch as to where they've disappeared to. We've already got the volcanic testing sites, and apparently there are no mines here on Hearth. I never actually explored my planet a whole lot growing up here, so maybe I should do that this cycle. There's still stuff about this Ash Twin project we don't know a whole lot about. And the Higher Energy Labs said they'd give you some insight onto stuff about the project. And then, of course, there is the Quantum Moon, and that one Nomai Explorer that we've read about. Just so much to do. And then also there's the vessel, the escape pods that are still missing. We're going to need to figure this stuff out. But for now, I think I'm going to stay home this cycle. Really get to know about how the Nomai, how long they've been here. And why exactly they were mining out my planet to begin with. Plus, you know, for once in a cycle, it's nice to just stick to your roots. Alright, well, that, I believe, is the seed from the Dark Bramble. Yes, that is indeed the seed. Aha. I don't think I've ever landed here before in a past cycle. So, why not touch down here? Perfect. Man, being away from home for so long really makes you miss just the peace and quiet that this place gives you. I mean, it doesn't chuck you up into space through giant terrifying cyclones, and, you know, it also doesn't bombard you with flaming boulders. So, I'm happy with this. It's another one of those black rocks. Yeah. It's just like the one that I've seen on Brittle Hollow. Oh. It's always dark, across old bark, in the ancient glade, the quiet shade. I wonder who wrote that. Oh, now they're just messing it up. Across old bark, the quiet shade, in the ancient glade, it's always dark. That was the worst rhyming I've ever read. It's always dark across old bark, the quiet shade, in the ancient glade. Well, I mean, this is a... Okay, now you're just messing with me. In the ancient glade, it's always dark, across old bark, the quiet shade. That doesn't even rhyme! Whatever quantum functions is going on here, it needs to fix its rhyming structure. This seems like a really stupid idea. Which is why I'm gonna do it. Duh! Ow. Alright, maybe I should do it when I'm not getting blasted in the face by high pressurized water. I never realized how big this whole tunnel system was. Well, looks like this is the only way to go. Well, besides up. It leads to another cavern. From the looks of things, it looks like there's something in here. Hang on a second. These will know my readings. Nomai visited a species on this planet that have 4 eyes. After closer observation, mining site 2A wouldn't be safe for the native life dwelling in some of the cave's pools. So, unfortunately, we'll have to mine one of the other sites. There are a few other cave sites that look promising. What about Site 2B? It shares similar formations and strata. That sounds promising. Will you and your mentor investigate? If mining Site 2B proves safe for this native species, we'll move our work there. Site 2B is safe. Cole says we will continue to monitor our activity and its effects on life here. On the opposite hand, new life. This species is semi-aquatic and very hardy. The ecosystem here is quite robust, so I believe they will thrive in the long run. But be cautious near the pools if you visit 2A to meet them. I was watching them during a rest, and the hours escaped from me. They're fascinating. I wonder what their 4th eye does. They remind me of a subterranean species that my mentor Malor once told me about, from when our clan used to travel across this universe. I imagine she would have enjoyed these life forms greatly. So, the Nomai were here, and they discovered my species when we first started out? I gotta admit, way back in the day, we were kinda cute. Promising, oh, there's another pathway. Quite a long pathway, I must say. There's another tablet in there. I want to go explore up here real quick. Oh, 2i, 2i, 2i. And thrusters. My legs are never gonna recover from this adventure. These must be the mines. Down there, the rocks are sparkling, just reminds me of the Zero-G cave rocks. No, why we're definitely here. I'm still amazed at how much ore the Ash Twin project requires. Isn't this the ore from the remaining towers being built on the Ash Twin? The completed towers I've seen are quite large. No, the material for those towers is all being taken from Ash Twin. The ore we're making here will be used to craft an immensely thick protective shell that will physically seal off the Ash Twin's core. I'm relieved by our clan's decision to use Timber Hearth's ore only for constructing the shell, if eventually life on this planet were to evolve to the point of advanced materially. I'm confident we won't have destroyed their ability to create. If they're sealing off all entrances, I hope they planned accordingly. I thought you had forbidden your apprentice from making puns, Colas. How else would he improve? Well, at least the Nomai were considerate about my species. I will give them that. In the pursuit for knowledge, they still didn't try to wipe out an ecosystem that they had no business meddling in. My gratitude for the latest shipment, Oneo. The ore should be the last we need for the Ash Twin project. This is exciting news. Can I offer an extra set of eyes for the final check, specifically mine? If my work here is complete, I'd be delighted to help. We'd be grateful if you could. The more eyes, the better, as the smallest flaw or opening in the shell that protects the core could lead to disaster. Once we finish the shell that seals off the core, we'll check to ensure there are no longer any physical entrances. Raimi and I will be checking the interior and the exterior for cracked, our final safety check. So, if there was no way to get in or out physically, how did they get in there? And how are they able to get out? I guess maybe using their warp technology. But, I don't know. I still need to learn more about this warp technology they've created. And no, that does not mean I'm going to go jump into a black hole over and over again until I get it. I guess this was just an expressway in case anyone fell into the river down below. Not seeing anything down there. Nothing except the geysers. I guess this was all to explore about the mines, but I might as well go check down and see if there's anything down here. At least it gives me some insight as to why the Nomai were on my planet, and why they needed this material. Ow. Nighttime already. I didn't think I'd be in there for that long. There's good old Esther hiding up there on the moon. I should probably go pay a visit to them sometime. I'm sure they're quite lonely. If I go down there, I don't think there might be a way up. And there still was that geyser back down in this area that I wanted, or not geyser, but a tunnel I wanted to go check out. Because I still saw some Know My text down there. Uh-oh. Whoa. Ow. Alright. Let's do it. Whoa! From the looks of things... Wait a second. That's an Outer Wilds flask. One of the adventurers, it was probably Feldspar. Did they set up a camp down here in the planet's core? This setup has Feldspar written all over it. Alright, I guess I was wrong. Uh-oh. Ugh. Might as well see where this path leads. Ugh. Ugh. Huh. So that's where it leads. Wish I could get a better view of the sun. From the looks of things, it looks like it's going into its orange phase, so it's not completely dead yet. Yeah, from the looks of it, I still got some time to explore. I think that's the first time I've ever seen Brutal Hollow and Giant's Deep so close together. And speaking of Brutal Hollow, I do need to pay that place a visit once more to give the discovery news to Ryback. I'm sure they would love to know a bit more about the planet, the big coward. Alright, one last place I want to look here was that grove that I saw. That looks to be it. There's the waterfall. It's nice and big. Now I just need to find a decent landing spot for my ship. And I see some ghost matters right there. I need to... Oh, there's a lot of ghost matter here. Gonna need to be super careful while exploring. Up there? Oh, no, that's just a rock formation. There is a lot of ghost matter down there, though. That seems to be a safe spot, though. Alright, so it's all located underneath this log. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe there isn't anything down here. Ooh, ow. And this was just a way up to here. Actually, it's one of these teleporting locations. Here's the receiver, but I don't know where the transmitter is. Alright, well, that looks to be everything here on Timber Hearth. I might as well go catalog all my new discoveries. Ugh. Know my mines, which lead to the Ash Twin Project and the Quantum Grove. There's a strange rock shaped in the grove that moves when I'm not watching. It emits a signal on the quantum functions frequency. And I found a poem written on one of the trees in the grove. And whoever wrote the poem obviously has no idea how to write a poem. It's just all over the place. Alright. Well, with home fully explored, where does that leave me? Sun's starting to get pretty red. It's a little dangerous to go to the Twins to go visit Hearth. You know what? The signal's been bugging me for far too long. I need to go to Dark Bramble to find out where the signal's originating from. If Feldspar is alive and they are located there, they're my only link to get into the core of Giant's Deep. Hopefully I have enough time to get there. I've heard a lot of nightmarish things about Dark Bramble. The other explorers say it's a really dangerous planet, and to be honest, I can see why, just, looking at it. From what I can tell, it was a planet that got ripped apart from the inside out by whatever was growing inside it. Alright. I see a light, though. Maybe Feldspar is in here, and that's a camp they made. That's strange. There's now 4 lights in here. I'm not picking up the signal, though. Wait. Up there. It's another one of those seeds. But the signal's coming from here. I need to get in. Oh, this is just not fair. Which one do I go to? And there are so many lights. There are even all these lights to begin with. There's signal coming from there. There's another one of those seeds. A signal from there. I don't think I'm going to be able to fit my ship in there. coming from inside the seed. Wait. What is that? It's that giant thing I saw in the seed from home. Wait a second. Down there. No, it couldn't be. No. No, not yet. It's... Feldspar? Is that really you?